Good day. Here we are with the absolute freak show Russia is. They believe they have killed Alexei Navalny with dart frog poison from South America. You've got to be effing kidding me. Russia is just an insane joke. And if that's not bad enough, another person was found dead by drowning in his bathtub. I don't have nothing to say. Russia is just going down the drain. Their economy is just being crushed, and they're losing so many men to this stupid war. It's just a freak show. But anyway, beyond that, the other part of the freak show is now Europe. Europe is in the Netherlands a 36% unrealized gain tax, basically. They're taxing your profits on stocks and crypto. I mean, what insanity, besides your woke governments allowing tons of migrants to come into the country who just live off of your unemployment and welfare, you're now going to tax people who are making money? Absolutely insane. And I know I have a lot of members who are from the Netherlands here. So what do you do in a case like that? You're likely going to move if you have any real wealth. And they're even talking about a tax the people on if they decide to move. Crazy. I mean, what's happening to Europe? And it's all these immigrants that you guys have to now support that are costing you this money. Insane. One thing I've noticed is there's a pattern on Bitcoin. Now I've hedged a decent percentage of from what I own, but as soon as I see this pattern, I start seeing all the lights on on Twitter start showing up saying buy Bitcoin, and coming up with all these fantastic numbers of upcoming moves that are coming. So it's kind of ironic. But anyway, you'll see what I'm looking for in the video, and I hope you enjoy it. And there is good news out there, for the crypto market. But I just don't believe anything I read anymore on Twitter or anywhere. And I think it's mostly just a hype factory for these degenerate gamblers. But anyway, we had a great trade on Zcash, and on to the video. Enjoy. Alright, I'm out of Zcash. I'm way above what I was looking for, but I've seen the ticks go over and reverse. And as well, these are empty pushes that they're pushing up here. So yeah, I'm out, and I'm actually short now. Boom. I am short right here in the 33 zone right up here. And go over and change some colors here too. Let me show you the volume. Even though you have the spike here in volume to the upside, these are empty ticks, and it's easy for me to see in the price action. So yeah, I'm not falling for this. And so I'm a seller, and now I'll target the 280 range down below. That makes sense. I already posted this in the room. Done, so there we go. I will see you guys tomorrow. I do the update. Anyway, peace out. Zcash, and I've exited my position, and I did it right at the 333 level. And the reason why is that's the 127%. And this pattern, even though it's increasing in volume, it's going over, and the tempo of the ticks are lower. There's not many ticks up here. So I'm expecting this to crash back down. And I would say we're probably going to go back to the 280 range. right down here to the blue box that I have down up to here, from what I can see in the price action. This is not positive. Even though you have rising volume into here, you also have empty ticks. It's where they tick up in price, but there's no real volume to it. And I've been watching this ever since we entered above this divergence point in the 320 range. So I've taken a short, and I'll trade the short back down to the 280 range if that works out. If not, it's going to cost me a little bit, but whatever. I've done very well because, as you know, I was a long all the way down in 200 range. Where are we on the chart here? Yeah, I'm even lower than that. There we go. For 220 range, all the way down to the low 200, and I even in the upper mid 180s range was a buyer. So through this is my whole buying area, and I'm somewhere in the low $200 range. That's fine. So we spiked all the way back up as I was expecting, and we went above the target zone. Now let's just look at the big brackets. Let's go to a 4 hour. Okay, so we hit the target zone that I was looking for a while back. We went all the way up to the $700 range, crazy, and we pulled all the way back to here. This was the original buy point in the low $300 range. That's my main pivot. We spikes up, go down, back down here, created a little butterfly, and then traded all the way back to target in the 320 range and under. And after that, what do I look for? I look for us to go to the 309 and above area, and we did. So the 220s back to the 309 and above, and we're just cruising around this zone right up here, which makes it a good trade for me. We have a divergence from here and all the way up to where we are right now. We are way overbought, and this makes it a great trade. And let's go to a 5 minute. Yep. So we're cruising along. We're going to wait for the trend line break. Look at that. That's beautiful. All you have to do if you're trading, you don't even have to think about it. You just wait for the trend line break and then you react accordingly. I did this ahead of time at the 127% level. So that's fine. I could be wrong, and we can keep going higher, and I'll miss out on the profit. But you know what? I've done okay on this trade, so I'm not going to complain. And we'll see how we turn out. You know, when I do this, sometimes it turns out to my favor, sometimes it doesn't. You know, the overall trade is well done, so I'm not going to complain. Is how it turns out. You know, it's a 50-50. It's kind of like a dice roll. But the idea is the main parameters you're trading correctly, and that's what counts. So anyway, there's that. All right, you can see where we are on Zcash. I'm going to close out my short right here, mainly because I'm not going to have time to be watching this position. I'm going to be out in the beach for the next day and a half till tomorrow. So I am not comfortable letting this run. It looks like it's pretty much triangulated right here. Even though it likely will keep going down, it has a good triangle, and it's likely to go all the way back up to this area up here, more than likely. So what we'll do is we'll just take the exits a little early. I was kind of looking for us to get all the way back down to here. This makes sense, maybe even down to here after its big move up. So, but it was a great trade on the long side. I don't have to tell you. I did over 60%. I calculated, exited right near the top. Averaged in from 220 down to 200, down to the 180 range. And yeah, I bought all inside this blue box that you see right there. And I exited right near up here, as you saw earlier. So great trade. Over 60% return. If you made over 40%, wouldn't matter. I mean, for the length of time that we held this for, don't know what to say. Perfect trade, or near perfect anyway. So I picked the right areas, and it looks great. And now I'm exited, I should say, I just exited. I'm out of the short they had from up here. And yep, so that was a great trade. Now let's go and look at Bitcoin. I want to show you the chart right here. All right, you know what I've done with Bitcoin on the last move up where we bounced off that dead cat bounce. I went over and took out short positions at 71 and 72 and 73, but 73 didn't get hit. And this is mainly because of the fact that I've got a pattern that I showed in the room, and I think we'll get all the way back down to 64 and under, and there's a good possibility we'll go even lower down to the 58K area. But anyway, this is where I started to short it, and this is just hedging against what I own because of the extreme move that we had over here where we dropped to almost 60K. That was on high volume. Now the volume went over and reduced on the up move, so I sold into it just as a hedge against what I own. And you know, I own this from way below, so I want to protect some of that and make my money right. Really, I need money to trade, and I was coming into a cash crunch, and so instead of borrowing money, I want to start trading against my assets that I own and free up the cash. And the only way to do that is to hedge short Bitcoin, because it costs, you know, it's not free to go over and borrow money. Big surprise, right? What we can do here is still go higher. We can probably get up to this 73 area, and I'll hedge more short there. And I'm looking for us to get all the way back down to the 64 and maybe even that 58. And you can see that over here. This is my target line right there that I was looking at. So we can create like a butterfly maybe, get all the way back down to here. Once this 61.8 trades, that's it. That is the downside target off the 5-wave pattern that I was hoping would not happen that quickly and give me time to enter for it from up here, and that didn't happen. So the bastards, manips, got me, but I got close. No big deal. They left the chart empty, which you break the rules, and what happens is causes imbalances to the opposite direction. So now an upside move imbalance can happen to the upside, and so I'll look to see the exaggeration for it to happen, but all because it didn't trade back up to here. But this is your main target off the 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I pointed this out months and months and months ago as what I would look to have happen. On the flip side, the odds were slightly in favor of the upside, not by much, by a few percentages, but that didn't happen. And instead, we broke down and we've come very close to this 61.8. And that's your main target right there. That's what you look for to happen before you get continuation to the upside. And continuation of the upside to me is the 240K area. That's just it. And probably even higher now. Maybe numbers that go up to the 400K range. But that goes back to the chart that I showed you, the suck to flow models. We've got time. I'm in no rush. I did protect myself, as I pointed out, but that's just to make money available so I can make trades like Zcash, which was absolutely fantastic. Over 60% return in about a week, 1 week. So silver's just doing its thing, meandering around, staying right around the 77 spot. We'll see if we get a move up. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for us to get back up to the 100 level. Could we break down to this 64? It's not really likely. It's really strong. If we did, a move back up to the 75, 73 area would be definite. It would cause some chaos, but there's that target right there in the chart that I'm focused on. And I've got nothing to really do beyond that, honestly. I am very much focused on this. And I think we can get that. It ran all the way up to the 120 range. Crazy. From the 60. It was so overbought. And then goes all the way back down to here and then finds support at 64. Like, almost perfect. And I've hedged short a small amount when I had this move to 85 just to make sure my profitability was solid in case we got to move back down to here, of which I would buy it back again. But these are smaller trades inside the bigger trade that I'm a buyer from when it dropped into this range. Not much to really do. I'm just going to wait for silver to see what it does. More than likely, it's going to get up to this level at some point, and I'll just wait for that to occur. It is really taking its time. It's not like Zcash, but that's okay. Zcash is a smaller float. It's easier to move. But outside of that, I don't see anything really worthwhile talking about. I've looked at some of the other, moves on some of the different ones, like XRP had a really nice move after it went to the low dollar range. And on a percentage basis, that was pretty impressive, I have to say. This was the area. This is a support point right down here. This from this low $1 range, 112 all the way to 108 to 105 about. This is support. So it bounced all the way up to the 60 cent range, which was pretty impressive on a percentage basis. But that's more of an outlier. That does not have a real technical setup. I can look at longer term and say you have some movement that can go all the way back up to the $2 range, but I'm not really into XRP. XRP has been played out, and it's kind of a dangerous one to trade right now. It's not good. It doesn't look like a good setup in my thinking. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Zcash, traded it up, traded it back down. Now I'm out, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Have a great week. I'll see you in the next one.